Good morning. Good morning.
And this is a difficult morning this morning. We was trying to make sure that everything is going out, but y'all already see, baby, we are blessed, honey, this morning because we got another beautiful face added to the platform, honey. She is on here looking fabulous and fly, ready to get it started, baby. If you don't know, you better ask somebody because this is a fabulous Friday. This is a day to get up, honey. This is a beautiful day to be empowered. And that's what we are getting ready to do because, honey, we have brought you the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the one that's going to, honey, help us take this thing to the next level. So I want you all to come in. I want you all to tag somebody, share this broadcast, make sure this message gets out because, every now and then you run across somebody who's just fabulous, fantastic, and amazing. And when you get that person, you gotta just make sure that let them know, give them their flowers while they're here. Let them know you appreciate how they impact and influence you. Let them know that you see how they show up, baby. I see you. I see you, Miss Cameo Bobo. Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you, thank you, Look, that introduction was amazing. Okay, clock it, clock it, clock it.
Yes.
Listen, congratulations to you ladies for continuing the morning show. I remember when you guys started. You guys have been consistently showing up, empowering, and looking beautiful while you do it. Some people get on here early in the morning like me with sweats on, but baby, now y'all come with the full face, the makeup, the hair, the outfits, and the backgrounds, baby, because you showing me how to step it up a level. Okay, so thank y'all so much for having me, and I'm super excited.
We are super excited to have you here as well. And I tell you, Cameo, because Nashville, baby, already got you on lock, honey. They are out here giving awards and they are out here, giving you accolades. They're out here giving you recognition for who you are and what you do. And I think that's such a beautiful thing. When I met you, it was pre-COVID. Sparkle had that event and
Yep.
at the Murfreesboro at the Army, National Guard
Yep.
Army, I believe,
Uh-huh.
and so had the opportunity to not only hear you speak, but also hear you sing. So, but hey, baby, listen, y'all don't know, baby, multi-talented over here. She is not playing anything with y'all. She is
Period.
multi-talented. When I
Okay.
tell you, honey, it's such a great thing to see God come through you for you using your gifts. And I think that, people who see you in one place, they can come through and say, wow, I know her by her music. Somebody else can come through, well, I know her about her workshop. Somebody else can say, oh, well, I know her this. So will you share a little bit with the people about what you do and who you are?
Of course I will. Of course I will. Like Angela said, my name is Cameo Bobo. And yes, that is my real name on the screen. My father named me Cameo. His last name was Bobo. So that's how we got here. So that is my real name. I am a multi-talented, multifaceted woman of God. Wherever God leads, that's what I put my hand to. And he has blessed me to
Hmm.
I'm so grateful for that. First up, I am the host of Nashville's #1 late night television show, the Cameo Bobo Show, live
Come
streaming on
on, number
NBC.
one, number one, number one. And she has proof. She has proof about it. It's
Number
not her just
one.
talking. She
Now,
received her award for proof of it. This
period.
ain't just. It ain't no
Listen,
cat chat.
It
as
ain't
they
just
say, it
talk.
can only be one number one.
Yeah.
Okay. But we are an award-winning television show. I won an award for the internet streaming series of the year with the SCA Awards, and we recently won another award for our team being one of the largest teams to operate at the studios where we work at. So I'm really excited about that. It's such a blessing. But the Cameo Bobo Show is similar to the late night television show. So if you've seen Jimmy Fallon, The Tonight Show, if you saw Arsenio Hall back in the day, I am spicing up the late night television show with Cameo Bobo. Okay, we do variety interviews. We have celebrity guests. We have business spotlights. We have trivia. We have a food segment called You Hungry, and we just have a really great time. It's filmed here in Nashville, Tennessee, in front of a live studio audience. There's free attendance, and our next TV taping is October the 25th. Sparkle has been to the TV tape, and she'll let you know how fun and engaging
It is so fun.
Yeah,
It
we have a
is,
great
and she engaged with the audience. I mean, you can't tell me I wasn't on a I wasn't on Hollywood TV show. So
Oh,
it's just so beautiful because this is the one thing I know about Miss Cameo Bobo. If God give it to her, she gonna do it. She don't care how crazy it look, how like she just gonna run. The girl has been doing running and listening to God and just running
Thank
all her life. Like I
Thank
met
you.
her in college and she was singing, rapping, dancing, and having like she ain't no baby at this. Like
Thank you.
it's when you run across somebody and she genuine. Normally
mhm.
people that has that type of ear and can run, they like, don't talk to me. I'm over here. They got that big head. She has the big head, but
Thank
the big head for God. That God
Yeah,
is gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it.
Come on now.
But she gonna hug and love on everybody she know, even if she don't know you. If you look at her videos when she out, she hugging people. She like, yeah, hey, come on, girl, let me give you some love, and that means a lot. Character is such
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
awesome thing. I believe God don't let things happen for certain people because of their character.
true.
He don't want you walking around
Look,
acting.
he said block.
Look, even StreamYard said no, that is not how we operate. So I had to just scream out there because she is genuine. She actually really like naturally love people, not oh, you touching me now. She loves people and she loves what she's doing and she loves to help others. She don't want to be the only person in the room to win. She don't want to always be the smartest person. She want to, girl, come on, get up. What are you doing?
Yes, yes. I want
Get
all
up.
the
What are you
sisters
doing?
to thrive
You,
in
you
it.
see what her shirt said? We
Yeah,
win
we went
together.
together. But I really thank you so much for those beautiful words and for seeing me in my heart sparkle. You're amazing. I could give you accolades all day and all night because you sparkle in every room that you come into, and
Thank
you
you.
empower. And I feel even more sparkly now that you empower me with that.
Come
Okay,
on now.
I'm getting
Yes.
empowered at 6:09 in the morning, baby. Who else is getting that? Okay, that felt good.
Right, right. And you know what the beautiful thing, what they say, she ain't new to this, she is true to this. And I forgot
Yes,
to
yes.
leave out that baby, she's a fashionista boo. If y'all have not out her and these amazing outfits that she, struts down the street or on the runway or where it's down on her show, you're gonna see Cameo Bobo, baby, whether it's the hairstyle, whether it's the outfit, whether it's the shoes, but it's always something popping. And I love that because, and she just has the personality to pull it off. So Cameo, tell us, how did you even get started with wanting to do a late night TV show?
Okay, thank you so much for asking me that, Angela. I've always, like you said, like Sparkle said, been outgoing. And around 2020, 2021, I started feeling like I had something to say. And I told my brother, I was like, I feel like I got something to say. And I said, I'm going to start sharing on Facebook Live more. So, this is 2020. And so everybody's watching Facebook Live. So I started
Yeah.
sharing some of my personal stories and my home buying stories and just some stories. And people were really inspired by it. And I was like, okay. So then I said, you know what? I'm going to start filming a TV show called Wish My Life Was Perfect as My Outfit. Now, this was just on Facebook Live, and I would interview friends that I felt like had created a life that was just as perfect as their outfit. Because, Angela, we be looking good on the outside, like you said, but honey, there was days when I was messed up on the inside, boo boo. And if you would have seen the inside, the outfit would have been ugly. So that's why I said, you know what? Let's talk about how to create a life that is perfect as your outfit. Because I like to look good. So I interview people doing that, and that went through 2020. And when I got to around 2022, in 2022, I think you guys are familiar with Sarah Grace, Dr.
Yes.
Grace. She invited me
Yeah.
to be a co-host on her television show at NECAT Studios here in Nashville. So I arrived to this television studio, and I'm like, "Oh, this is a real television studio." And God had been telling me, "You need to take it serious." And I'm like, "Okay. Maybe this is something that I can be involved in." So after the TV show taping, I was too scared to ask Sarah Grace on how she was able to film her television show there. I didn't want her to think I was copying her. I didn't want her to think I was biting off of her. So I was too scared to do it. Let's move up to 2020, the end of 2022. God came to me and he said, Cameo, are you supposed to be doing anything in fear? I said, no. He said, so you need to call. I said, no. He said, you need to call Sarah Grace and ask her how she got that TV show. Y'all, I inboxed Sarah Grace, sent her a voice memo. She sent me all of the tea, told me exactly how to sign up and exactly how to get that going. And that was October 1st of 2022. I started taking my first production class at NECAT Studios. And I went to class, y'all, and I had hosted television with Dr. Bobby Jones and my friend Jannard Krause, but I had never been behind the camera. I didn't know anything about audio, cameras, executive producing in itself, nothing. I can get that mic, I can host for you, but anything else behind the scenes, I didn't know how to do. So I had to learn all of this. And during our classes, when they were teaching us how to be producers of our own television show, we had to do kind of like a crash course in television. And our job, my team, my class and I had to create a mock television show. And so we decided to create a late night television show. They chose me to be a host because I was there because I wanted to be a television show host of my own show. Now, at the time, let's be clear, I wanted to do a midday television show. Wish My Life Was Perfect as my outfit was going to be like an Oprah type show. It was not late night. That was not in my thought. I had not considered that at all. So we do this late night television show mock. We call it What's That Sound? And when I stepped out on the stage, y'all, I was like, ooh, I like this late night feel. I was like, okay, God, I think this is it. I went home,
Yes, baby.
I prayed about it, and I said, okay, God, is this it? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, what are we going to call it? He was like, the Cameo Bobo Show live in Music City. I was like, oh, okay. That night, I created a logo, and the rest is history.
Come
And
There
on.
you
And I
go.
love that you
There you
said,
go.
we're going to move out of fear.
yeah,
He didn't give us a spirit of fear. And I love the fact that she was not a gatekeeper because
oh,
a lot of times you run across people who are gatekeepers. They don't want to tell you
Yep.
anything. They expect,
yeah,
oh, well, I mean, I just Google and whatever. Girl,
yeah,
give the people the information. Tell them people where you
Give the
got
people
that
the information.
mm-hmm,
They're
Yeah.
not like what God has for you is for you. If we understand, you know how many Walmarts are, you know
come on,
how many, you know how
come
many McDonald's,
on, come on.
And
Come on,
guess
Tina.
how many Chick-fil-A? And guess
18.
what Chick-fil-A? Every Chick-fil-A do is sell chicken. They all sell chicken sandwiches,
Yes,
but they're
yes,
all
Baby.
owned
And
by
they right
somebody
around the corner
else.
from
They
each other.
all have a
Look,
different
it's
owner.
another one, and then another one, and then another one. And they're
another one,
not over
another
there saying, why you moved 5 miles from me? You know I'm over here. Guess what? As soon as the new one open up, they got people lined up to get chicken from them too.
yeah,
So that means that no matter who is doing what you're doing, there's still people who are going to support you. There's
Yeah.
still people who are going to show up for you because guess what? Me at the saying, hi, good morning, Cameo. Can I take your order? You may listen. I love them people over here at this place. This is
Yeah.
where I go to get my. Now, I'm not saying I might not get it over here, but I really like it because these people are just bubbly and they're just great. It's always something for you. It's always somebody. If God gave it to you, He ain't gonna give it to you, and it's just gonna be nobody. It's gonna be crickets.
Come on. Come on.
This I try to
There
tell
you go.
people, God is not gonna let you make his name bad. Like he
Period. That's
is
not
not
his MO. He ain't
he
trying
is not going.
I don't
no.
care how many times. Look, I'm looking
No.
in Atlanta. I'm like, dang, they clearing some more land. You're gonna put another subdivision. You're gonna put another townhouse. You're gonna put another apartment complex. But guess what? As soon
He
as
said,
the lights are on because somebody has moved in there, so they scared to say, "Oh, there's too many of them out here." No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
And when they did, they upped the price. So what somebody had to charge for when they started building townhomes is totally different of what they charge it in 2025 for the
Exactly.
people
It
that's just
is.
getting started.
Exactly.
Already making more than
Exactly. I think it's the scarcity mindset that is not,
mm-hmm.
crabs in the bucket, that there's not enough room for all of us. But we have to remember that we are not of the world. We are in the world, but we are not of the world. We are of the kingdom of God. And if God has guided us or led us or put a desire in our heart, then there must be room for us somewhere. And all we got to do is begin to go and take that territory. And then it will continue to grow and grow and grow. When I started off with the television show, I just want y'all listen. I started that television show. My first episode was filmed in April of 2023. After I filmed that episode, I thought, oh, we got to get this edited, huh? I hadn't thought about editing or anything. We finally got that episode edited in June or July of 2023, and we have been rolling ever since then. And now the vision is for us to be on a high rise in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, I want y'all to
come
visualize.
on, wait a
I
minute.
want to visualize. Okay, listen. I want us to be on a high rise rooftop in Nashville, Tennessee. I want us to come on Saturday nights, and
Wait
I
a minute.
want us
Hold
to.
on, hold on, hold on.
Okay.
I want you to remove the I want it to and say and
It's
go on
done.
and say what it
I
is.
am.
It's done. It's
Okay.
done.
Yeah,
We are.
We
yeah.
we we are on okay, let's go ahead and hear the whole vision then. NBC has decided that they wanted a satellite location here in Nashville, Tennessee, and that they wanted to add a talk show to their roster of talk shows. Right now NBC has the late night with Jimmy Fallon. They have the Kelly Clarkson show, and then they also have the Seth Meyers show. They're one of the longest running studios in the United States, and so they've decided because of the growth of Nashville, Tennessee, that they want to move to Nashville and have a satellite location here. And the Cameo Bobo Show was chosen in order to be the first talk show to be part of this new thing that they're doing. So they built we did a production deal with NBC, and the production deal means that I keep all the rights and the credentials to my show, and they're
Okay.
able to use my show. They pay my team and myself a set salary, and they are able to get all of their money back by the commercial ads and getting the paid advertisements for the show. Also, what they do with the studio, because we only use the studio on Saturdays, they use the studio and lease it out to other TV talk shows that want to film when we're not in the studio. But this is what it looks like. It is a beautiful, when you come downtown to Nashville, we have a view of the riverfront and the new beautiful Nissan Stadium. It's beautiful, y'all gotta come see it if y'all haven't
Yes.
seen it yet.
Oh my
But
gosh, I can't
we
wait.
film on Saturday nights, and so it's like we're on the rooftop, and it's an outdoor studio, partly enclosed and partly outdoor. You see from Nashville, Tennessee, it's the Cameo Bobo Show live in Music City, and you see this beautiful skyline of Nashville, and then it zooms in on my co-host Janard Cross announcing all of the guests. Then it cuts to the audience, and they're screaming and they're hollering, and then all of a sudden the curtains open up, and myself, I come out onto that stage. And y'all, it is such a beautiful, beautiful experience. And people come from all over the world just to see the Cameo Bobo Show. We have been able to up Nashville's tourism numbers by 20%. 20 more percent people are coming into Nashville just to see the Cameo Bobo Show. We're talking about expanding to international television, and we're just excited about this journey. So yeah.
Yes, come on. And you heard it here from the entire morning show of the new Cameo Bobo Show. Come on, come on.
Oh,
See,
good.
this is the beautiful thing.
I
See,
love it.
everybody gonna
Yes.
start catching on to it, and then they gonna start speaking it, and then they gonna start speaking it, and they gonna start speaking it, and then God's gonna be like, "Well, come on, it's on, it's on, it's on, and popping."
Yes.
So thank you for sharing, not a
Such a
dream,
beautiful
but
thing.
sharing your vision and knowing that God's gonna do it.
Yes.
Knowing without a doubt,
Yes.
God's going to do it
Yes.
because He trusts me. He trusts me with this assignment. If He didn't trust me with this assignment, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So, God, I thank you for trusting Cameo to be the number one, the best, sold out, people getting flights all over the world just to come to the Cameo Bobo Show. They get paid like real money, not them little tip change. Every week it's a
Money,
direct
baby.
deposit coming
Black Cross
in.
Service pulling up with Cameo in it, baby. Listen, she
Yes, with her look, her big picture on her truck. Her
Come
truck
on.
has her big picture on it.
Come on. Okay. It's
You know what? I will say this too. One thing, Cameo, I noticed that, even when you're getting the awards, you always speak of your team. You always say, I couldn't do this without my team. And I think that's why God can enlarge your territory, because as much as you're the face, people know that you gotta have somebody behind you that is going to help do these other things. And the fact that you step out and make a production deal, because it is people who are out here who are doing things, and not knowing the direction, but you got an ear to what God says. And as He says, move, you're moving. And so I love the representation of that, and the fact that as Nashville is growing, so are you. But one thing that I noticed that even from when we connected with Sparkle, the event she had years ago, you talked about goal setting. That is something that, you speak a lot about. Can you tap into that a little bit for our audience on the importance of that?
Of course. Listen, you have to set goals. I'm a goal coach. I help female entrepreneurs and anyone that approaches me set big goals and get results every 90 days with a formula I've created called the Best Life Formula. With this formula, myself and all of my clients have been able to set goals and get results. A lot of times people will write their goals out, they'll dream about their goals, they'll talk about their goals, but they don't get results. That's not what happens over here. We get results. We see results every 90 days with this formula we created called the goal setting for the Best Life Formula. Here's why it's important to set goals. You have to have a direction for your life. I tell people you need to treat your life like you treat your vacation. If you ask somebody about their vacation, baby, we going to Disney World and we're going to eat here and we're going to stop here and we're not taking an Uber, we're going to take a Sprinter and we're staying at this hotel because it's close to this mall that I want to go to. And we're doing this and we're wearing this and we're going to dress alike on this day. And on this day, we're going to take a photo at the beach. And on this day, we're going to go see mama before we leave. And then, oh yeah, I forgot I got a best friend that live there too. We're going to stop by, see her on the way back to the airport. And then go back. It could be the most unorganized person you've ever met. But when it's time for hearing about their vacation, they got a plan.
Yep.
That's how we have to be about our life. We don't feel like doing it because you have to really step outside yourself and really work on your goals. But I tell people it is worth it. You have to be intentional about the way that you live your life. I know that each of you on this screen, every time that you've seen elevation and advancement in your life, it's because you decided to be more intentional in one area of your life or in one thing that you're doing. That's all it is. And God woke up. On this day, I'm creating this. On this day, I'm creating this. I'm gonna create all this stuff. Then I'm gonna create man. Then I'm gonna let man name everything that he made. Then I'm gonna create a woman. No, then I'm gonna put man to sleep. Then I'm gonna create a woman. He gonna wake up and see this woman and be like, "Wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I done seen all them animals. Them animals weren't doing it for me, but this one right here, this whatever this is, woman, I like her. God was intentional about all of it. That's how
Yes.
it have to be about our lives. So that's why I tell people, when you set goals, you set a direction for your life. Also, on the back end, when you set your goals, you should know what you want to do, why you want to do it, and how you're going to get it done. How you're going to get it done is so important. So many people set their goals, know their why, but they live in Hope Island. I'm like, listen, hope is to help us get to where we're going. Hope does not give you action, right? You got to write a plan down, and then you say, okay, God, my hope inside of me, the desire inside of me attached to my faith is going to take me to what I wrote down. Take me to what I want to do. Take me to the goals that I'm speaking. That's what's going to help. Hope is for those days when you get tired and weary and it seems like nobody's recognizing you, when nothing's happening and nobody's, whatever it is, the weary moments. That's when hope keeps you on with your faith. That's what happens. But it's not to help you stay in the imaginary world. Whatever we imagine,
Yes.
we
That
just
wonder,
gave
I
that
call it
whole.
Wonder World.
Yeah, you can't stay there. That's a beautiful place to be for a minute, but once something, you got to take steps of faith to get there. And a lot of people, I'm waiting on God. Well, God waiting on you. If He's giving you a goal in your heart, that means He wants you to go for it. Okay, start moving towards it. When God gave me the idea and I felt in my head I had something to say, no idea that it would end up being a television show. When God gave me the television show and I started working on the television show, no idea that I wanted to be on NBC. All of this came. I just one day I was like, okay, we want to be on NBC. Okay, we want to do this. Okay, we want. It just was coming, and now I have a vision that I can share with you guys. If somebody told me one day, because I hear God saying production deal. I didn't know what that meant. I had to look into it and figure out, okay, how does that align with what I'm doing? And now I can speak to y'all and tell y'all this is the kind of production deal I want. This is what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
it
But you did
as I
this
went.
the study. Like, yes, there's going to be words that you don't understand. It's going to be walking into stuff that you just hadn't been surrounded around it. So you don't know because it hasn't been in your atmosphere.
And let me tell y'all this quickly. I went to New York. I guess it's been almost a month ago. When we went to New York, I haven't posted part of it, but I got a chance to go and see Kelly Carson's show, which is a major thing because I've been wanting to see somebody make television the way I make television on a large level. But when I went to NBC Studios, I knew this was for me. I said, okay, God, I've been saying it now in the building. I know it's for me. But I also got another piece of the puzzle. I said, oh, NBC is going to want to come to Nashville. And do you
Mm-hmm.
see now, CBS has a new show here in Nashville called 911 911
Okay.
CBS is doing a show here. Guess what NBC gonna start doing? Want to get to Nashville to do a show, and we're gonna be positioned right. So that right place, right time, that's gonna happen for us. But I didn't even have that piece of the puzzle until I went to the studios. It just came to me. I was like, oh, they're gonna want to do stuff in Nashville, and that's how this is gonna
You got in the
happen.
But you know what?
atmosphere. You
That's
got
the
in the
power of
atmosphere.
that.
Yes.
Yes, it's powerful to number one, get out of your head because God does give you the vision. But if you're always in your head, overthinking and never moving, what they say, faith without works is dead. So you start somewhere because even if you never know, if you want to go to college and you want to take a class on something and you say, okay, well, shoot, I ain't never been to college. I don't know what to do. And you talk yourself out of it, you can't grow into where you're supposed to go. So you got to show up in order to start getting the revelations because God will show you when you get into that place. You weren't ready until you went to New York and saw it on a larger
Mm-hmm.
scale. So it's the exposure that He gives you as you're walking out your gift. And sometimes you just need to know that all I got to do is show up. God is going to make it resonate with my spirit when I see it. And when I see it, now I can run with it because He's
Yep.
giving me another level to the vision. But it always is going to be missing pieces. People will say, well, I don't know. I don't know. How can you know if you never go? You have got to move into where you want to go so that you can grow.
Yes.
The territory can't enlarge if you're just going to stay in this little small space. But
Yep.
by
Mhm.
seeing how they run, and I'm gonna tell you, Camille, that's funny you said that because if a lot of times I like to go to different events because I like to see how people do it,
Mm-hmm.
not to mimic it, but to just see what's possible.
Inspired.
So
Yeah.
then to get inspired, and a lot of times people don't realize you hold yourself back because you don't allow yourself to become inspired. You
Yep.
want to just make it
You
all
do.
about you, and it's never about you. Like she said, when I win, you win, we win together. But you
It's
can't
just like
You
win
that.
did. Yeah.
staying in a little box. You gotta do more so that the creativity that God put inside of us, because He said that we are created in His likeness and image. So if He
Mhm.
created the heavens and the earth, the stars, the moon, and the sky, if He created man and woman, you don't think that's creativity? That's ultimate
Come on.
creativity
And made each
inside of
thing
you.
different. Each person is
Thank
uniquely
you.
made. Like
Thank you.
each dog
That's
is
good, God.
uniquely made. Every
Yeah.
cow is like, come on. That type of
Stop
creativity.
sleeping on yourself and stop playing yourself short because you
Yeah.
playing in your own face when
Yeah.
you don't do what you're supposed to do. It's
Yeah.
inside of you, but you got to get somewhere and get inspired by people so that your light bulb comes on. Because all of us have a light bulb moment
Yeah.
of that's it.
That's
Thank you,
it.
God. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That
That's it.
and the thing is, it's easy. Like it's easy to talk yourself out of something. That's an easy
Mhm.
assignment. You can be like, oh no, I'm not gonna fit in. Nobody's gonna like me. Nobody's gonna see me. Like you can come up with a whole list of why you shouldn't.
Mhm.
But I truly
Exactly.
believe when immediately it say you shouldn't, that's when you should.
Yep.
Because
That's what you
that
should.
shouldn't knows what's getting ready to happen.
Come
If you
on.
step out
Come
in
on.
that shouldn't, if you step out, you're gonna turn that shouldn't to should. You know
Come
I
on.
should have showed up. I
Come on.
like you don't
Oh,
want that in the back of your mind because not only that, y'all know how many people sitting in the grave, I mean that's in heaven saying, dang, I wanted to do a Cameo Bobo show, but I didn't even have the audacity to
Mhm.
just step
to
out
do
and do it. But and because I didn't have the right money, we will use money for every
For
excuse that we can.
everything.
Every excuse it
For
is, it's
everything.
because you don't have the money.
Yeah.
Honey, if God created money, God gave you the vision,
Come
and
on.
God gave you the will, you
Come
know
on.
that that's his bill. So you
Come
need to stop worrying about who bill it is. It's not your bill. It's God's will. So that means it's his bill.
it.
I
That's
don't
his
have to sit
bill.
here and wonder how it's going to get paid. God, that's your job. You told me to do it. So I don't know where the finances going to come. I don't know where the
Yeah.
You
people
just
coming. I don't know
Right.
what they're going to do. But God, I gave you my yes. And
Yeah.
since I gave you my yes, God, what you going to do with it? I did my part.
I did my
I
Yeah.
do my.
Then you told me
That's
to believe
good.
you and trust you. Believing and
Yeah.
trusting is I know you will provide. I know you will do this. I know that you will make a way out of no way. I know that you will make people come. People gonna chase me down. You're gonna give me favor. So what they used to charge somebody for a building, I know they're not gonna charge me that. I know they're
Come on, favor.
not.
And favor with
Baby ain't going
expectation.
nowhere.
With
Baby with
It's
expectations.
the
expectation.
That's so good.
expectation that God is going to do it. I don't have to, what I say all the time, girl, have sweet sleep because I'm not stressed out about what's going to happen because
Amen.
God is going to
Amen.
work it out in my favor. I don't
Yeah.
have to run around here like a chicken with my head cut off because God is going to make my pathway straight. When you get the belief, and that's why I love Camille when I see you strutting your stuff, baby, with them outfits on and twirling, baby, because you know God has opened up opportunities for you that you are able to see now. And not only that, but now you share with your son. Now you can encourage him and show him that, baby, all you got to do
No.
is put it out there and God will take it and he will give you what you
God
need
takes care
to make it manifest, to make it be
Yes.
here.
And
Amen.
let me tell you what her son doing. Her son over there hitting them nets, honey. He shooting them three. Like, come on, that anointing right there. Like the way he shoot, y'all, he just dribble down and then be like, and they go in every single time. You can't tell me that what they built in their home is to believe the God to do it.
it.
They
Right.
I can
built
do
that
it.
in their home, and
Right.
now
And
they
baby, he got
build it.
a whole cheerleader, baby, because his mama is his biggest supporter. Boo. What I can tell you, his mama is his biggest supporter.
Girl,
She is
she
right
is
there, like,
screaming from
yes,
top.
baby.
Even if he felt like, Mama, I don't want to go. The devil is a lie. You better put them shoes up.
That's me.
Good morning,
We
Regina.
don't miss it around here. See, Bobo has some stuff that has to be done with our last name. It has to have our name on it, and it's gonna be written with our name on it. So you like, boy, I wish you would say that you don't want to. This is not about what you want to do. You're gonna do exactly what God called you to do. And every single time, I know when he didn't want to do it, he go out there and do it again anyway, and it end up being his best game. I mean, his best game that he has to.
Because it's always what you don't want to do. It's always what you say.
Always
I
in
don't know
what
if I
you
really
don't
want to
do.
That it turns out to be, because what I say, what looks like the worst thing sometimes turns out to be the best thing that could ever happen to you. And we want to be so afraid and so overwhelmed and so anxious and so thinking it's not going to happen for me. It won't if that's what you believe.
It's in your belief. If that's what you
I'm
believe,
gonna have somebody on the side to tell you, yes, we getting up, yes, we doing this, we going to church, we praying, we asking God, we believing for it, we doing this.
Yes.
And situations might come up, but again, go back to your belief. When it comes up, pull out that. You know how like people like, I'm gonna pull out my gun. I'm gonna pull out my belief. I'm gonna pull my belief out on you. Like, I'm suited. I'm locked and loaded now. The gun is loaded because when you come in, I'm gonna shoot you with my belief. I'm gonna shoot you with my belief, and you like, what is this gun doing? I'm shooting you with my belief. Because God didn't have me come here, and that's what we all can look back over our life. And when you look back over your life, you like, dang, God, you brought me from there? Like, what?
A mighty long way.
We didn't understand what our grandmamas was saying, but now we get clear. We clearly know you brought me from a mindset long way, God.
Just keep living.
What Regina say? Whatever a man thinks, so is he. Like that's what you're gonna be. And I understand.
A walking testimony.
Yes, I understand that people have said some stuff about you and it has to sit in your heart. But when are you going to give it up and say, I'm not going to believe what they said. I'm not going to believe that I'm never going to be nothing. I'm not going to believe that I can't be nothing. I'm going to release that and let that get out of me. Because the longer I sit in that, the longer I sit there and do nothing. And the beautiful, it's never too late. I don't care if you are 70 years old, 70, 80, 90. Girl, I saw a woman, she was 102 years old, and she said, I still put my heels on every single day and strut myself. I said, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. She said, I have feet, so since God still gave me some feet, I'm going to put on my feet what I want to put on my feet. And I don't want to put them flats on. I'm going to put my high heel shoes on, and I'm going to walk on. She said, I don't care if I got to get my cane. I don't care what I got to get. I'm still putting my shoes on, and I'm gonna walk on.
Jen said it's never too late. It's a mindset. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you. In her case, you know how many people probably say she need to get somewhere and sit down because she's too old to be wearing those heels. But guess
what? Everybody,
I'm never too old to do what I want to do. What I'm able to do.
Come on, if the desire is there, God will.
Yes, if the desire is there, and that's what we got to start tapping into, y'all. If nothing else, let Cameo be the inspiration to say that if I can believe it and walk in it and keep showing up and keep enjoying the process. A lot of times we get into things and you don't enjoy the process, but you need to realize that if I embrace it, it's gonna get what your grandmama say, sparkle gooder and gooder.
Gooder and gooder.
Gooder
and gooder. But it can't get gooder and gooder and you still sitting there wondering, should I? It can't. You still want, should I? But then when Cameo pop up and she always on Facebook, she always doing something. She always, like every time I turn around, she flopping it around and twisting around. And I am. And I'm glad I got your attention.
Yes.
I'm still.
Now that I have your attention, let me introduce what I'm talking about, baby. Let me put you on something.
Yes. But I guarantee you the same was because it's taking notes. They taking some notes. They don't want nobody to know they taking some notes, but they're taking notes. And then there's some people like myself. I'm taking notes, and I don't care. Cameo, I got that from you, and I did. You know,
Because we're elevating through Christ, and he doesn't take us through a school. Like we can't go to college to say, okay, I'm gonna be a motivational speaker, I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna be a wonderful mother, I'm gonna be an advocate for women, I'm gonna have a morning show. Like God didn't, you don't go to school and I'm gonna be a fashionpreneur. Like all of that, you don't go to school for that. You learn that. And we also are inspired by each other. And that's why the Bible says iron sharpens iron. So
yes.
sometimes when someone is irking you, they always maybe tap in. Because there might be something that they have that God is so the antennas are going up not to reject but to receive. And so sometimes when something is like that with me, I'm like, okay, let me pay attention to what she's saying. Let me pay attention to what he's saying. Because it might be something here while I'm rejecting it. Let me step into it because it might be something here that I need.
And it
And you
probably
know how
is.
powerful
It's
that is because so many people don't realize the things that irritate you and aggravate you about somebody else is because it's in you.
yep.
So instead of you getting mad and irritated and swole, you need to tap in because you need to find out how did they manage this attitude or this whatever it is. I need to see how they did it
Yeah.
because it's in me too. I
It's
need to
in me.
figure it out because it's in me too.
Yes.
Instead
And
of
I
getting
love it
jealous,
because if
instead of
God
people
will do
saying
it
you
for
hate
her,
girl.
if God
Yeah.
will do it for her, okay. So that means, God, you gonna put a sparkle twist to it,
Come
okay?
on.
Like I
Come
might
on.
mimic what she does, but I'm still gonna put my sparkle twist on it.
You're
I'm
smart.
still
You're
gonna add
unique.
me to it.
Yeah, you're
And
unique.
and stop being afraid about people. Like, so what if you mimic somebody? Them jeans that you have on, you mimic somebody.
Yep.
Somebody had them jeans on, and you
Yep.
like those jeans,
And
and
you
now
went and
you
got some.
walking around looking for some
Baby,
bootcut
you saw
jeans.
Beyonce in that laundromat with them Levi's on. You was like, girl, let me go get me some Levi's
Yeah.
and put that hat on. You
Yes,
did.
Tina
You saw
said, in
somebody.
order for me to see me, I have to see you. Mm.
Oh wow, that's
Now
good.
that's
Now
some
you,
real talk.
and
Most
Tina,
people,
let me say to those who press through because Facebook has shut me down, disabled my platform, and so because of that, a lot of the places where you normally would see us on Facebook are connected to that. So that means that we weren't able to broadcast live. But thank y'all for showing up on YouTube to catch it because now I need y'all to help spread this because this is some good information from Cameo.
Man.
Take the link and share it to your pages if you don't
yeah.
mind for me today. Take the YouTube link and share it to your pages so people can still get this message because at the end of the day, there's some truth being dropped. And if you want to know, Jasmine said, God said it's time for a shift,
It
baby.
is, and
Point
y'all,
blank,
it's a
period.
real shift going on out here.
It is.
Like,
It's a
like
real
no,
shift going on.
I'm telling you, it's a real shift going
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
out in the world. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't jump on that shift,
Mm-hmm.
what they say, you better jump on it while it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a
Yeah.
shift out in the atmosphere that's going on. You better shift your mind, shift your heart, and get on board. Like, stop waiting on what day. Stop waiting on this day. Just do it. Just
Yeah.
keep
Just do it.
going, and don't give up. Keep believing, keep trusting, and keep loving God's people, because God said to love those like you love yourself. Love like He put love in there. He wants us to believe, He wants us to trust, and He wants us to love. Despite
Mhm.
if somebody's loving you right, or they didn't speak to me yesterday, so what? Still love them despite it all. They don't know why they mad at you. They don't know. They don't even have an idea why they don't like you. They just got up in their mind that they don't like you. So it's okay because they're going through a wonder mind right now. They're in a season where it's a desert and they're not seeing right. People only gossip about what they really like. They say they don't, but when they start talking about stuff, it's because they like what's really going on in your life.
It's intriguing to you. That's why you tap in so much, because you're intrigued about it. Because if you didn't care anything about it, you wouldn't mention it.
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
And because you still, people say I match energies. I am not gonna mess up my blessing matching your energy. I don't have time to match your energy.
Period.
Like if your energy is not for my increase, I'm not gonna sit there because you cuss me out. Now I'm gonna turn around and cuss you out. Girl, I'm gonna laugh at you. People don't like security in you.
And
despite the insecurity within themselves.
Ooh, that's a good one right there.
That's good.
Run Pat, I know you quiet. I know what was you gonna say earlier? You were getting ready to say something. Do you remember what it was?
I'm just enjoying Sparkle interview her friend. Because you can tell the passion is there, the support is there, the I got you girl.
Look, I love me some Cameo. I have loved me some Cameo from day one at MTSU. MTSU days, alumni, like for real.
MTSU in the house.
I have loved her because I knew her before I knew Sparkle. Before I knew who I was, I knew her, and I was like, how's she always so happy? Why she always in a good mood? Why she always smiling? Why she always doing stuff? Like it was intriguing to me because she was not afraid. And I was in a season of afraid because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know. I knew of God, but I didn't know God for myself. I went to church, and yes, my grandmama raised me. I was raised by my grandmama. So I was at church every Sunday, but I didn't know God for myself. So it was intriguing to me that somebody that knew God for themselves, because I was still holding on to my grandmama's faith. That was her faith, and I was believing through her faith. It was intriguing to me for somebody to believe in God for themselves.
But that goes to what Jen says. It was the insecurity in you because you didn't have that personal relationship, but you saw it in her. You know what I'm saying?
I saw it in
She's like,
her.
well, why? And not knowing that I'm drawn to that because I'm called to that.
Yes.
When you see it, I'm called to it and I'm drawn to it. And I don't know, but I don't have it. God, help me. Holy Spirit, help me. Help define what's inside of me so that I can have the security and the confidence to walk out what you called me to do. Help me to not be fearful. Help me to stop playing small. Help me to not move forward with everything you gave me. Because when you know that you bad, when you know God sent you, when you know, just think about it, when your mama tell you to go in there and tell somebody something, what do? I go tell it because I got the back and my mama said, y'all need to do this, that, and the other. Well, my mama said to come in and get this right here. My mama told me. Who told you? My mama. So
my mama.
The same thing the same confidence you should have. What? Who said you can have this? God. God gave me the vision. God told me the vision is coming. God told me to keep walking, and He's going to give it to me. It's going to drop and drop and drop and drop. All I got to do is be in position to receive it.
Yes. And you have to be able to receive it. So then we lost contact after college. And then some kind of way we bumped into it. And when we bumped into each other,
we were at an event. My friend Camille, I think Chanel did at Venue 109.
Okay.
You were a vendor, and that's how we ran back into each other and got back connected. Yeah,
we got back together. She said, call me. Like we got on the phone, and I was just telling her I'm taking motivation classes to be a motivational speaker, and what I was telling her what I was working on. How about a week later, she gonna call me like, girl, you gonna be on my I'm doing an event, and you're gonna be one of my speakers. Girl, I haven't even got my stuff together yet. Like, I just got my certification. What you mean I'm gonna be one of your speakers? She's like, yes. And you're not giving me an answer. The answer is yes. So
You gonna put in the water. You gonna figure out how to swim.
Yeah.
I said, Cameo, I just got certified. I don't know what I'm doing. She said, okay.
Came in there and rocked it, honey. And everybody hit the floor. Okay. Everybody remembers that event.
But you have to have people like that. This is her event. This is her event. That she normally does this event, and this is something she normally do. She normally don't bring Cameo ain't bringing just anybody into her.
I haven't done it. I haven't done that since. Really, I haven't. That was what God wanted me to do at that moment. And I remember when you were telling me, I was like, as soon as I got a door open, I'm calling her. It happens, and as soon as it did, I said, I know who I'm calling. Sparkle, you was the first person I called. Yeah,
it was just such a blessing. But that confidence, that invitation, and put me on that stage, not ready, not ready to do it, not feeling like in my ability that I'm ready, but stepping out there even when I didn't feel like I was ready, but I was like, let's go, let's do. We here now. Since she has my picture on the flyer, like, oh my gosh, I'm here now. Like, I'm here now. So what you gonna do?
How many people second guess themselves so much that you second guess yourself out of opportunities? And you would have
Yes.
held on to a certification and never went out and used it because in your mind, you still think, I'm not ready. Who determines when you're ready?
Amen.
Girl.
Who
Who
determines
determines
He
it?
said you're ready. That's why he created you. That's why he said, I know the plans I have for you. You are ready.
Amen.
You come out ready. You're just getting into your readiness.
Come on.
Yes, and that's so beautiful. But we cannot leave here without. It's a crown on your head. It's a crown on your head. Look up at the mirror. It's a crown on your head. It's a crown on your head. It's a crown on your head.
Look up in the mirror. It's a crown on your head. Bounce to the left. I see a crown on your head. Bounce to the right. I see a crown on your head. Move around. I see a crown on your head. Ooh. I see a crown on your head. Hey, I know that light skin color. You didn't. You got that. What you can do. Get your head, just a crown. Put your lashes on. Put your lashes on. Stop saying you keep falling on. Keep a purpose. But see, you have no clue. Focus on the negative and it's ignoring you. Just a crown. Gotta spoil you. And when you're done dancing, it's no stopping. Girl.
Hey man, look, that's the artist right there when they got their words popping and then they can play. Look, get in on beat and go with it.
But the girl, when I say she ain't scared, she is not scared.
Talk your stuff, Cameo, yeah.
And yeah, like, she does music, she does coaching, she does community service, she does hosting, she does TV hosting, she's still a mama. She's still a bomb.com mama. Even in all.
My lipstick line is coming back out, guys. So I have a lip gloss line. I premiered last year in April when I released Crown, but I'm getting ready to put that back out. So I'm super excited about that. So stay tuned for Black Friday. That's when it's coming back out.
Come on, because your lips gotta be popping, baby. Listen, we can't.
This is one thing. Look, I have to throw this out, and I'm sorry for telling all your business, but I want to tell them something.
Okay.
And guess what? Put that left hand up.
I ain't married.
She ain't married. She ain't married. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Stop talking about when I get married, I'm go. And when I get a boo, when I get help,
Girl. This is what God told me. I remember the first time I kind of was in that when I had written my book and I wanted to have a book release. And I said, Lord, I wish somebody would have a book release party for me. He said, why don't you have your own book release party? I was like, oh yeah, I can't do that. I did it and it was great. And that's been my attitude moving forward. Why don't you do it? And then you'll finally get to the point and people will want to do it or want to help you with it, but you gotta just start putting your own stuff out there. We live in a world called the internet world. You can do anything you want to do. Y'all didn't sit up. I wish I had a radio show. I wish somebody would put me on it. Y'all started y'all's own thing. And now you
Oh,
following of people that will come and support you when y'all get to your next level. You see what I'm saying? You have to start. You have to start. And this is you have to get a training ground. And if you never start doing anything, you just won't have it. So yeah, I thank God for this new journey of my life and where I'm going and where I'm headed. And I thank him for the confidence that he has built up inside of me so that I can show up the way that he wants me to show up and not trust in man, but totally put my trust in God. Because when I do that, I find that I'm rarely disappointed because I'm not disappointed in myself. I'm not disappointed in how people have treated me or who I've trusted. My soul desire is in Christ and what he's going to do and what he's promised me. He never disappoints. So I find myself, I'm rarely disappointed because of that. I finally got all the way there and I'm still working on all areas, but most recently I decided and maybe like in 2023, I was in another relationship and I finally got out of that. It was just a 6-month relationship. I shouldn't have been in it. I just got tired. But after that relationship, I said, you know what, God, I realized I've been intentional in every area of my life but this one. I haven't been intentional about giving you my thoughts and desires concerning a man and how I receive a man in my body. And I give that all to you. I just let it all go. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to be led by you in that arena. And that has been being intentional has allowed me to see a lot of negativity in men and catch it quicker.
mm-hmm.
Has allowed me to see I'll just speak about one man that has been very genuine and loving towards me the way I've been wanting to be respected. I'm not in a relationship, but I have met someone that genuinely respects me, appreciates me, and cares about the calling that God has on my life. And I have been praying for that to happen because I was like, I don't like that.
Come on, Cameo. Come on.
No man like that exists, but I had to put myself into position mentally and get out of my own way so that I could even show that. And he had to do the same thing on his end. So I say that to say, if there's an area of your life where you just don't see fruit, because I had never really seen fruit in the area of relationships, I have great men friendships, but being in somebody that I might like or pursue, I just had never seen the fruit of it. I've seen great days, but it had never just been what I knew was possible because of the other areas of my life that I've seen fruit in. I know what it's like to have a genuine friendship. Me and Sparker have a genuine friendship. We don't have to talk every day. We don't have to see each other every day, but she's in my heart. I'm in her heart. When I can be there for her, she know I'll be there. Same here. We're clear. I was never all the way there like this in a relationship. And I finally realized that being intentional and allowing God to work my mind about how I approach things has allowed me to see someone in the same way that I see my friends.
That does. Thank you for sharing that. That is real. Okay, y'all. I knew this time was gonna go real fast, and it has real fast. We have to get you back on again, Cameo, because technical issues have tried itself. But I love that even though we had technical difficulties going on, we still got on. We still gonna be on regardless.
We did our thing.
Because when you win and when you're after something and you're going somewhere, you don't let little hiccups stop you from where you're going. You just keep on going and be like, hiccup, gonna hiccup, and I'm gonna do me. So you do you, and I'm gonna do me. And so I thank you. Everybody that's supposed to be on here wasn't completely on today, but we're going to get you back. But I can't leave again because this mindset that she started, this was in 2020 when the world was going crazy. This girl walking around saying,
turn around, boo.
He got us talking 2020. Inside here, 2020. Inside here. We ain't never gonna stop, 'cause Scotty got us popping. We ain't never gonna stop, 'cause Scotty got us popping.
So then she went from
Wow.
there, she went from 20 to 21 to 22 to 23 to 24 to 25. This is my
Baby, we
year.
wait
Y'all
for
gonna claim this
2026
one
to
too.
be
I
out
ain't
of
never
here.
gonna stop. I ain't never, because Jesus got me popping. Like she did not. You know what
What
I'm
you say?
saying?
Every year is
Every
gonna be
year.
my year. Every year. And I'm gonna go back
Every
and say
year.
this, but Tina said, you gotta start somewhere or you finish nowhere.
Amen.
And
Yes.
that's it. That
Wow.
to me is what Cameo need to be on the side of that. Start somewhere or you finish
That's
nowhere
Nowhere.
because you
that's
got
awesome.
to believe in yourself and know that every year is your year.
Yes.
Every year is
Every,
getting better and better. You gotta
and only get
believe that.
better. And in that, from 2020
You,
to where she is now, you have seen the growth and the
yes,
development. And
yes,
now she, she building more. She's building more because she put in her mind that
Amen.
I don't care what's going on. Jesus still got me popping. Jesus still
yes.
doing what he's doing, and
Amen.
I'm still here for it. So,
Amen.
Cameo, thank you so much, love, for coming
This has
on
been
today.
amazing.
We truly, truly appreciate, and we put it on a shirt, Tina.
This was so
Yes,
special.
but we appreciate you taking out your time because it's gonna come a time that you got to sign a contract to get to her and see her, whatever.
Well,
I'm
look,
just
down the
saying.
pit. Look,
Praise
when she
God.
on the roof, I'm looking at you, and you were like, "Dang, is that Cameo
Yeah,
Bobo?
look,
Because this
y'all
might
That's
be
gonna
like,
be
Cameo.
here. Y'all
My
gonna be
year,
coming
Cameo. This my year."
yes, because her show, her Cameo shows right now, they're free. Like if you want to go see what's going on, all you got to do is you just got to sign up. That's
through.
all you have to do.
Yeah,
You just got to
yeah,
sign up
yeah.
to go. Put
Mm-hmm.
some clothes on,
Yes,
put some gas in your car and
yes.
just go.
And be ready to take a picture when you get there. Because I'm going
Oh,
to
because
take
the
Yes.
girl love pictures. She don't play about pictures. So Cameo, we gotta wrap it up because we'll be here all day on
this.
this great Friday.
This was
So
amazing.
thank you so much. Keep on popping, keep believing, keep trusting,
This
and
was
keep
amazing.
loving them even when they don't want to love you. Just love them.
Amen.
Just
God.
love the hell out of people. That's
Okay.
what you gotta love the hell out. They've been living in hell for so long. Just gotta keep loving the hell out of them. It takes a moment. So y'all, we're gonna go on and get out of here. Have a great weekend.
Cameo, let
Be
people know how they can get in contact with you. I see you got cameobobo.com, but they can
Yes.
go there to get to get tickets for the show.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes.
look.
Run past,
Yes. Come on, Mother Cat.
run
I
past it, baby. I'm on it.
All right, so yes, you can follow me at on all social media platforms at Cameo Bobo. I have a red outfit on, but it has the blue check, so you know that's me. But on Instagram, you have to find me under princess underscore cameo because on Instagram I'm a princess. So that's how you find me. Stay in touch with me. CameoBobo.com. All of my information is there. CameoBoboShow.com. You can find all the information there. So if you go to either site, you'll definitely get to everything that I have going on. All things TV, all things lip gloss, all things goal coaching, all things, anything Cameo Bobo, anything that I've talked about, my book. I have an audio book out, anything you will find on my website. And definitely would love to talk to y'all and stay in touch with y'all. And please follow me. I follow back. And let's just keep winning together. And thank y'all so much for being beautiful lights. When I first met Angela, she was so welcoming and loving to me, and she was one of my first magazine features, so thank you for that. Sparkle has always been a sparkling person and just a loving person, fashionable, outgoing, and just seeing what you're doing now with all of your posts. Every time I catch them, I'm like, what's she doing now? What's she doing now? What's she doing now? And I some of your food and all that you're doing. I just love it. And thank y'all for allowing God to use y'all to inspire and motivate. And I just pray in the mighty name of Jesus that this reaches masses, because this is needed. The conversations that we had today were needed. People need to hear that. There's so many people sad and crying when they get up in the morning because of whatever's going on in their life. And you guys are speaking life, and it needs to be heard all over the world. So I just speak that God opens that door to elevate you guys, so that you guys are all over the world, bigger than Steve Harvey, bigger than Ricky Smiley, bigger than
Come on.
bigger
Come
than
on,
all these
Steve.
others.
Steve, we coming for you.
Coming for you. Our woman show.
Yes.
So, because it's time and God's open doors. So we just thank you, Lord, for opening that door, and many blessings and love. I love you, ladies.
Yes, love you too.
Thank
So,
you.
so how we walk around here, this is how we get to everything that we get. I believe God. Do you believe God? We believe God. 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 Have a fabulous Friday. Have a great weekend. And we will see you back on Tuesday. Have a great one.